Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first, what is that? What just fell? Why did that fall? Why did it fall? Okay.
Enough is enough! I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane! Everybody strap in!
Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing my face, I am Jaleesa, the alien in the room, and for all my returning subscribers, welcome back, my alien allies. Nice to have you here. Today I'm just gonna go ahead and do a chit chat, get ready with me, update on my life, even though my life really isn't that interesting to begin with. I figured I'd just sit down and talk because it's been a while since I've done a video where it's just for fun, where it's just me talking about my life or just talking about fashion and style. You guys know that I'm not really like skilled in makeup. I can just do my own. And I don't really do eyeshadow often because I just don't feel like I'm good at it. But we gonna try to do some stuff today. We gonna play around, and if it's a mess, then it's a mess. Let's go ahead and get started. Oh, if you're wondering about my hair, I didn't stretch it or anything. I do have a hair banding tutorial that I made a long time ago, maybe like 2-3 years ago now, maybe. I didn't stretch this out. I just twisted and greased my hair, and this is what it looks like when I let go of the twist. It's kind of like really raggedy right now. I have given myself like a trim maybe like 2 weeks ago because I felt like my ends were like dying. I don't take a lot of good care of my hair anymore because I really don't care about it. I've never been the type of natural girl that tries like a whole bunch of different things or tries like a whole bunch of different products. Like once I find products for me that works, that it works. And I am actually out of the products that work for me. I usually like to use Cantu shea butter and Blue Magic grease, and right now I don't have my Blue Magic grease, so I feel like it's not doing the luster that I want it to do. But yeah, I haven't taken a lot of good care of my hair in the past years, and I said in 2020 it was going to be my resolution to take better care of my hair. So I think I've been doing a little bit of a better job, because usually I'll just like throw a wig on and keep it moving, or like I'll put it in a ponytail or like a drawstring ponytail and keep it moving. Ooh, my lips were bothering me. I'm sorry. It was dry. And I don't have a lot of lips to start out with, but it was dry, okay? No matter what, like I don't usually like to style my own hair because my own hair isn't predictable in the elements. I feel like my own hair is only predictable in like spring weather, because in spring weather it'll stay, but if it's like too hot, like summertime and stuff, you know, shrinkage and stuff. And I like to have my hair stretched out in an afro, so there's a lot. But I feel like I'm going to start taking better care of my hair, and I have started doing that with a good trim. So that's why it looks the way that it looks now. But this is basically just washed hair, Cantu shea butter and grease. And then I put it in like 3 big twists last night, and then I let it go before this video. So I have not styled it. I could, yeah, I feel like I can stretch it and it'll be cute, you know, like, you know how I do my stretch thing. But in this video, we might just keep it like this because it's not too bad. I had planned to put it in one and put it in a ponytail, but it's not too bad, right? It's okay. We could keep it rocking. We're not going nowhere anyway. I would love to have more conversations on my channel. I feel like maybe I don't ask enough questions, or I don't ask the right questions to get people to leave comments. But I would love to know how your quarantine is going. I'm very interested. We're all bored, so might as well entertain each other. And you know how I know people are bored? Because people keep tagging me in those Instagram challenges, and honestly, I don't want to do them. Please don't tag me in Instagram challenges. I don't like them. I don't like them. It's not a good way to pass boredom. Let's play House Party instead. I just started playing House Party last night, and that was fun. I like that one. I feel like I've already even forgotten the steps of my makeup. I don't have my Fix Plus spray, and I usually like that to feel rejuvenated. So I might just go run and get that really quick. I'm actually almost out of this crap. But I love the Fix Plus lavender. The way that the lavender smells, it smells like a man to me. Honestly, I think the lavender smells like my man, like Jason. So I love to spray it because I'm like, oh, I smell Jason. Yeah, it smells like his perfume. This smells like Jason. Or cologne, because it's men. But yeah, I like spraying this. It just smells good. I think I sprayed a little bit too much. Okay, moving on. What's my next step? What do I do next? You see, I already did my steps out of order. This is crazy. This is crazy. Maybe because I'm also talking at the same time, but I already did my steps wrong. You might know, you might not know, but I've always dealt or struggled with acne, and it turns out that I do have PCOS, which explains my bad acne. I found this out maybe shortly after I first made the first acne video, where I came out and talked to you guys about how my acne makes me feel. And shortly after, I did get the results from like my test, and it turns out I did have PCOS, and it was something about like having more fibroids in one ovary than the other. I might be confusing the terms, but basically my reproductive system is all messed up down there. They're saying that it probably doesn't mean that I'll have trouble having kids, because I do see my period every month. But yeah, I do have PCOS, which explains the acne. Oh, I didn't even show you guys, but you see that spot there? I basically started taking Accutane. You're taking like an extreme amount of vitamin A. It's like a big vitamin A pill, I guess, that you take every day, twice a day. And I was taking that for like 5 to 6 months back in 2019. So it was from it was from November 2018 to June 2019. And for the most part, it did really give me clear skin, but it left me like I have like these ice pick scars now in my forehead area, which is really frustrating because on camera you can see all of like the holes in my face, and I'm just like, yo, I have holes in my face now, and I feel like maybe I have to go ahead and get a chemical peel. And this dark mark, I just basically got that recently. I did that to myself because I was picking at something, and then yeah, now I have a black mark. So I am going to work on getting rid of that. I still have more Accutane medication that I didn't finish, even though I was supposed to. So I figured that I'm just going to take that on my own. But with Accutane, you're supposed to be taking the pills, and then every month they check to make sure that you're not pregnant. So you have to do a blood test. I think I did a blood test for the first 3 months, and then after you build, I think, trust with a blood test, then you only have to do like a urine test to make sure that you're not pregnant, because then your kids can have like serious deformities. I think it was one of the best decisions because I really don't have breakouts anymore, and I do think that my natural oil is less than it used to be. But you know, during Accutane, taking that, it does make you weaker than normal. So I would have like trouble going up hills. It could just be because I'm a fat ass, you know, anyway, but like like I would have trouble like trying to go up hills or going up and down stairs. Sometimes I could feel like my knee would be aching. Like it felt like my knee needed water. Like it wasn't hydrated. Well, that's what I reasoned in my head, because and then there was this one day that I had like this crazy back pain, because the whole point of it is that it dehydrates you a lot. It's stripping you of all of your waters and I guess your natural oils too. So you're just very dry. And now I guess my oils are kind of back, but not as extreme as they used to be. And one time I remember my back was like killing me. I felt like an old lady trying to get out of bed. It didn't make any sense. I don't necessarily feel too embarrassed to go outside with my skin anymore. Maybe because I focus on other issues now more than my acne. Like I focus on my weight more than my acne. But that's not what you guys are here for, okay? Focus. Updates about my life. You guys know I graduated law school back in May 2019. I took the bar back in July 2019, passed. I was trying to get work. I feel like I'm still trying to get work, but I guess it's not really working out for me that well, because especially the field that I want, which is intellectual property, is just a very tough field to get into to begin with. And people don't usually want to hire you straight out of law school for intellectual property. They usually want people that already have 3 to 5 years of experience. I realized I had to start makeup because all I was doing was talking. And I think this kind of law is really becoming popular for Black people, especially. A lot more often now I see like the 1Ls, at least in my law school, the 1Ls Black students, they're interested in IP. And it makes me so happy, because before it was just me and like one other person, one other Black girl that was interested in IP. It was just us. I think she was more interested in like TV, and I was more interested in fashion. And then as the years keep going by, then more students get added, and then there's more people that are interested in IP. And especially with the incoming class of, I guess, 2019 or 20, yeah, they started in fall 2019. They're definitely interested in IP, and that makes me happy. Because it makes sense that, you know, Black people, we're the creatives. We're the ones that really drive the country's trends, fashion trends, music, art. Like, we set the standard. So it makes complete sense that it should be us also within the boardroom protecting our art. We need more Black representation in these boardrooms. Like, Black people are some of the most creative people out here. Come on. All them little TikTok dances and stuff, Black people. But people don't like to give us a chance either, because it's such a traditional environment. So I don't know. It's a traditional environment, so I feel like my creative, even listing my creatives on my resume, sometimes I feel like list it, sometimes I feel like don't. Because a lot of people will look down on you for having, I guess, a creative side hustle, because they think that you're not serious about being a lawyer, because being a lawyer is this serious and big pursuit. I shouldn't have said that with such sarcasm. It is a big pursuit. It's a really big thing. But, you know, people, you can still take care of business, and you can still know your shit without being like stiff and stush. Basically, the job hunt is not going well. I am home, so that's why I give a lot of my attention and effort into my business. I don't usually come onto YouTube too often to discuss my business, but if you're following me on Instagram, then you know exactly how it's going. I've dropped so much clothes since the first video where I told you guys, like, I started my new business. I've dropped so much clothes since then, and I have more coming out soon. I'm waiting for samples because COVID-19 is slowing down my business as well. It's just going to take longer for things to be made and things to get delivered, basically. So I have to wait just like everyone else. And now, because I have all this time, I'm like, okay, so let's do a video. I did this eyebrow really weird, and the mirror is so far away from me that I can't really see it. So I'm just gonna keep it pushing. The business, I would say, is going well. It's going better than my first business. Definitely, I feel like I definitely have more sales than my first business. And it's always interesting to me when I have sales from like strangers, because I'm like, wow, strangers believe in the product, like strangers like it. Because I think there's a difference when you want your friends to support you. Sometimes they just feel like obligated. Maybe they don't really like your stuff, but they want to support you because they like you. When it's strangers, I'm like, whoa, so you like it too, thank you. And I've had this talk with my therapist that I feel like I'm not a talented person. And I mean, she was trying to convince me that being able to make my own designs, clothing designs, is a talent in itself, but it doesn't feel as talented as like other professions where it's kind of like a natural born gift that you improve on. Because I always say, like, Photoshop isn't like a natural thing. It's not like something you do with your hands or with your voice. You know, it's not like singing, it's not like dancing. It's literally computers And that makes me feel like it's not a talent that's usually respected by people, so people don't really care about it. Just the fact that other people find value in what I've created to actually want to buy it. Like, that's crazy. Ooh, this makeup is gonna look a mess, isn't it? Because I don't understand how the makeup girls do it. Like if I don't have the mirror this close to my face, like, I don't feel like I'm doing a good job. I think my eyebrows need plucking too. Listen, this is a hard time. My nails need doing. I am missing a nail on this hand, and the nail is pissing me off because, like, it ripped my own personal nails so low, and it's been trying to heal for months now. Like, this happened months ago, but like my own personal nail got like ripped off basically. So the whole thing is just taking a really long time to grow, and I heard that it takes like 6 months for like a nail to really grow back, and I'm just like, for real, because I don't want to wait 6 months with this like ugly nail. It looks ugly. I don't even gotta tell her anything. I just be like, do what you want. I tell her, do what you want. She does all this like magnificence, and I'm like, yes, I love you. But now I can't even go to her because of COVID. We all about to look real bummy for a couple months. I'm really hoping that we still have a summer, but I don't think we're gonna get a summer at all. I just made a poll actually, like, if you're online shopping, are you shopping for the summer or the fall? See, I've already been talking too long, and I haven't really done any makeup. I already know I can't do my makeup and sit and do an update. It's not going to work. It's not gonna work. When COVID-19 really started getting serious, I wasn't advertising for my store. But what I noticed was that people were going on my store to shop anyway. Like, y'all were out here online shopping out of boredom. So I'm like, okay, wait a minute. So if people are still buying things that aren't essential, do I keep advertising? Do I just stop? Do I just let it rock? Like, what am I supposed to do in this situation? I don't know what to do. I'm like, okay, so I looked at the other bigger stores, and I'm like, they're still selling. Like, Fashion Nova is still selling, Forever 21 is still selling, Dolls Kill still selling. All of the stores are still in business. And I'm like, I guess it gives people something to do to window shop, or maybe it gives people a sign of hope. Like, maybe they think we'll have a summer, so I'm going to buy these summer clothes because, yeah, I'm going to have a summer. I think it helps reinforce something in their mind that this isn't the end, that there is an end date to this. So I'm like, maybe shopping gives these people comfort. And I'm like, I kind of get that because I like online shopping too. So I'm like, all right, we're going to keep the store going. We're going to keep it rocking. We're going to keep it moving. I made new designs. And that's another thing too, because I felt like everyone around me during quarantine was feeling like super creative. I did like a poll too. And it was 25% of people felt uncreative, uninspired, and 75% of people did. And I was like, wow, I wonder if it's just giving people the time to do the dreams or the goals that they've always wanted to do is obviously encouraging them to create. And I was like, all right, I'm getting behind. The way that I see things, I'm just like, you can't sleep if everybody else is awake, you know? So I'm like, all right, time to create. So I created about, I think I counted 13 new shirts. And I think I'm gonna keep going if I can pull something else out of me, but it just takes so long for everything to come. So I'm trying to be patient. Like, I want to put out the clothing when I have pictures of myself in the clothing, because what I find is that a lot of people don't see how good the product can be until it's like me wearing it. And that's kind of frustrating for me too, because that means I have to buy samples all the time of everything to try to convince people to want to buy the item, because they can't visualize the item themselves. That's just what's gonna have to come with the business. The problem is it's often trying to make the money to buy the samples so that people can visualize. So it would help if I can find a job that can supply me with money so that I can buy the samples, you know? But we gonna have to see what happens. It's all in God's hands, I guess, because I don't know who else's hands it could be in. And for a while now, I felt very frustrated with YouTube. I always say how frustrated I am with YouTube on Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, this is not the first time you've heard me say it, but it felt like I was doing these videos and my audience wasn't watching, or like YouTube wasn't putting it out to like new people to see. Like I wasn't growing. And there was a time when I felt like I was doing really consistent. I was trying to give really cool editing and I wasn't growing really. Like pat and keep patting, pat and keep patting. I also feel very strange trying to do videos about like fashion or beauty. Well, beauty especially because I'm not really good at makeup, but like I feel strange trying to do things for fashion because a lot of my money that I spend now goes right into buying my own samples. It goes right into my business. I don't buy a lot of outside clothing, so if I try to do videos, it's working with kind of what I've already have in my wardrobe. And I feel like my whole wardrobe now has become alien in the room. Because if you don't believe in yourself, who else would? People don't trust a brand that the brand owner doesn't go hard for. I have to go hard for my brand. I feel like eyelashes would probably just fix everything. You know, like eyelashes save things. I realize also that I do not like running customer service. People like to complain or get mad at me for things that are like kind of out of my control. They're mad at me about robots wearing like Greek items, and I'm like, they're obviously robots. You can see that it's the same static pose, and it's just meant to tell you what it's going to look like on your body. That's just for a reference, because I feel like some people need to see it on a body to want to order it, especially when people see it on my body and they know it's a real person, then they want to order it. So the Asian robot is kind of like the best I can do, but I get yelled at or chastised by the Greek customers, and I'm just like, all right, y'all do understand it's a small business. I know you can see that it's robots. If you're like a millennial, you can understand right away that it's a robot. Like, you know what a stock image is if you've seen one before. A lot of people, a lot of Greeks have bought, and it doesn't bother them at all. Like, they can understand that it's not a real person. So but at this point, I'm just trying to finish the video because I feel like I talked so much about nonsense. Sometimes I think defining my lips makes me feel like a person. Okay, let's do some highlighting. I really need your help. If you actually watch my videos and you like my content, can you tell me what kind of videos you really want to see from me? Because I'm thinking that the legal videos are kind of boring to some people if you're not starting a business. And I feel like most of you came for the fashion, so I'm thinking go back to doing the fashion, do some fashion videos. But a lot of it kind of seems really strange to do fashion because it's like we don't know when we're gonna go back outside again. If people are buying summer clothes, then I guess that means do some spring, summer fashion videos. And like, do I just try on clothes randomly in my closet? Like, do I need to have like a theme for the clothing? Should it be teaching you something? Teaching how I like to mix prints? Or just, I guess, my version of it? Because I think these videos exist, like how to mix prints exist, but I guess it's always different to see it on a different style, on a different kind of person. I think it just all has to be fashion. Maybe it's just fashion teaching, like styling videos, and just random like lookbooks. Yeah, putting that underneath always makes me feel like I did something. I'm like trying to stretch out my hair a little bit, but otherwise we are done. This hair looks, oh my god, this is not cute. Pretend it turned out cute. Like, okay, what if I had put my hair up like this? If we could just pretend like my hair is in this updo, you know, like kind of cute, little mohawk kind of deal. If we pretend like this is my hair, then maybe the makeup look isn't so bad. So like, let's go ahead and pretend together. Whew, my hands hurt from holding it up like this. Like, this looks rocker, right? This looks cool. Stay tuned for more fashion related videos because I'm obviously not good at makeup, okay? But you can leave a comment of what fashion related videos you think I should do. And that's about it. This video is coming to a very weird end. I will talk to you guys in the next video if you are seeing this video. Bye.